I'm feeling good. I like a dude who fucked his life up and then gets
What's
it
up,
back
guys?
together.
Welcome back to another episode of Good Bro, Bad Bro, the #1 show on the internet for male self-improvement, confidence, social skills, helping men improve their lives, and also helping women improve their lives too. We're all about the kings, the queens, and the in-betweens. Got a great episode for you guys today, featuring a female guest, Remy. What's up?
Hi. What's up, guys?
Welcome to the show. Remy,
Thanks.
how do we know each other? You've been watching my other channels for like a couple
I'm
years
just
now?
a stalker. I've been watching your videos. I don't actually know you.
Fair enough. Well, you drove all the way out here today.
I know. It was a mission.
Yeah. Obviously, guys, women don't know how to drive, so it was very hard for them. They should.
It was stressful. I might have to go to the spa after this, get my nails done.
There you go. There you go. Do some knitting, eh?
Yeah.
We were talking about how she found out about the show. Obviously, most of you guys are here from TikTok because TikTok is the main advertising platform for the show. We cut all those little sound bites, slap them up in there, spam them really, and they go viral. So you were telling me you're watching a Doja Cat video, right?
Yo, I saw your video and then I just scrolled past because I'm like, classic incel move. But then you sent me the podcast. I'm like, oh shit, that's you. And then I saw the Doja Cat video where she flamed you guys.
Oh, it was so good. Yo, shout out to Doja Cat. She actually has a sense of humor, and she took it and she spun it in such a funny way where she's like playing the exaggeration that we were kind of going for.
But I do think she genuinely knits and,
Yeah, well, she probably. Do you think Doja Cat knits and bakes and cooks?
for sure.
Yeah.
That's all we do. We just won't be honest about it.
Well, she raps too. She's a musician.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's like a side hobby.
Oh, I see.
The
Okay.
baking is central. That's why I think she went off the rail today. Today, Doja Cat had a breakdown.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about that. I'm not in the social media world.
I don't know. I just heard it when I was driving here on the radio that she's quitting. She threatened to quit. But I think it's honestly because of this podcast.
Damn, that much heat. Doja Cat, I'm sorry that people went after you about the TikTok clip. I'd love to have you on. We could talk about whatever you want. She makes music though, right? That's her main thing?
I think.
Oh, fuck, I don't even know.
She's a TikTok music person. So I don't know if that counts as like legit music.
Yeah, it's not real music, eh? Yeah. Are you on TikTok a lot?
I don't consume it, but I post. So like I'll go on for 5 seconds, see a trend, do the trend, post, and then I'll leave. Like I don't actually watch that shit.
Right.
Because then you're there for hours and hours. It just
Yeah,
doing nothing.
we were talking about that in the last episode. Like most people have this idea that people that post on social media,
Never on it.
yeah, we're never on there because
I fucking hate going on it.
yeah, it's actually awful, and it's the biggest irony because that's what we do is we make content for people to consume,
Yeah.
but we don't consume it ourselves.
No. Well, I work in social media, like at a company.
Yeah.
So by the time my whole day's done, not fucking touching any app.
Yo, true. It almost made you like not want to use it.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about it from marketing and analytics, not so much like what's going on.
Yeah, that's so true. Actually, I had buddies like that where they got into graphic design because they loved visual arts, designing stuff in Photoshop. But then it became their job, and by the time it was 5 o'clock, they're like, "Fuck, dude, I hate my computer."
Yeah, you can't stare at a screen for that long.
No, it like changes your perception. It's one of those ironic things in life where like they say you should always do what you want, but if to an extent you do what you really enjoy, it becomes a job. And then when it's a job, all of a sudden you're like, fuck, you took all the pure and joy. Like this was my escape, this art or this drawing or whatever. But now it's what I use to pay bills, so it's stressful, right?
I know, I'm like, I have to film a fucking video. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so what's that like? The transition you made from being a consumer to a producer of content.
I honestly like it so much better because I'm not on the app wasting my time. Before, if I was looking at the app, it's like you compare yourself a lot, you see other girls or just what's doing well. But if I don't have time to watch other people, I'm only worried about what I'm doing.
Right, okay, that's true. And do most people think that you're on there way more than you actually are?
For sure. Yeah.
So you're scheduling your posts, eh?
Yeah, I don't fucking like touch it.
Good for you that you can actually go on.
Well,
like,
I have to schedule my posts. I'm doing like a bunch of different accounts, so I don't have time to go in.
Oh, so you're doing other people's accounts too?
Yeah.
Okay, my girlfriend do the same thing. She posts content on TikTok, but like she has to resist the urge to, as soon as you post it, now you're on there, and you go, fuck, like did it load? And then you refresh, and next thing you know, you're down the rabbit hole.
Banned for nudity?
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Classic.
Fuck. Anything I say will get reported.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Anyways, before we get even further, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Also, go over to Apple, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we're on Spotify as well. So if you want to listen while you're driving or at work, check us out on Apple or Spotify. Today we got a hot topic for you guys. It's called When She Will Break Up With You. the most common breakup times. We actually put a lot of thought into this. When I sent the idea over to Remy, she prepared a little list of her own.
Type A.
Type A. There you go. Were you knitting when I
Yeah,
sent
you know
it over
what?
to
I
you?
just had a lot of free time as a woman, not doing much. So
Right.
first thing I did, make a list.
See, that's why I got you. I knew you wouldn't
Yeah.
be doing anything, right?
Yeah.
You don't have any
I
hobbies,
put my
right?
baking aside.
That's so good. See, that's what we like. As a man, everything a woman does should serve a man, right?
Exactly.
That's why I was perfect. Anyway, so we got a couple charts we're going to put up on the screen for you guys. This is a overview based on Facebook status updates, okay? Pretty reliable source, you know. Good bro, bad bro. Normally we do trust me bro source, but today we got Facebook status. I'll break
I
it
can't
down.
see what it says.
Okay, so
I also can't read as a woman.
yeah, fair enough. There's so many different peaks of the year for breakups, but they actually follow somewhat of a progression of like a stock index. It's kind
So
of
this
funny.
is based on people's status when they change it
Facebook
from
status
single.
updates. Yeah.
So it's probably people above 40.
When you were
I
in
don't
high
think,
school,
like,
did people put their
15-year-olds.
relationship on Facebook?
No.
That's the term Facebook official.
I know, but nobody actually did that. Because also when you're younger, you're not really claiming that. I feel like that's an older people thing.
It might be nowadays, but I remember going through high school, college, university, everything. It was always Facebook official. But now, as I get older, I don't even use Facebook anymore. But
Well, I don't think anyone uses
yeah,
Facebook.
this data though at the time was pretty like consistent with everybody's behavior because this is when Facebook was bumping, right? It's on the decline now. So the very first one we got is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is one of the earliest breakup opportunities in the year. I would argue.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
What makes you think that's crazy?
Maybe the day after.
You think the day after, the day of?
I feel like if you're in a short-term relationship, definitely the day before, but long-term, at least like get laid and then dip.
Really? Wait until the day of?
Not the day of, the day after, or like 2 days after.
No, I mean like get the nut on the day of and then
Yeah,
the next day.
yeah, exactly.
Interesting theory. Bit of a fuck girl theory, eh?
Yeah.
I like it.
That's such a weird time.
As this chart kind of progresses, there's a spike 2 days before and then the day of. So what's probably happening is there's all this pressure, all of this obsession within, you know, the social circles, groups, the media. I mean, Valentine's Day is a massive marketing opportunity for pretty much any business that sells stuff that benefits couples, right? Restaurants, Shoppers Drug Mart selling Hallmark cards.
In like October. You have to get cuffed.
Oh, true. Yeah, well, that's cuffing season. We did a whole episode on that. Guys, be sure to check that out. But Valentine's Day is a really common time for breakup because there's a lot of relationships that actually started in October, November, and became official around December, like Christmas time.
Oh.
And then January, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, that's like the big kiss under the ball
I would
drop,
think people
right?
would break up on New Year's because it's like New Year, new man.
Yeah, well, if you could see this chart here, the New Year's breakups are actually the lowest of the whole year because,
No way. I was actually thinking the opposite.
well, get this, the highest time of the year is 2 weeks before Christmas holidays.
Dang. But
Yeah.
I agree with that because you're going home
Right.
and, you know, you might have your high school fuck buddy.
Yes. You could always go back to them. Old reliable. Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people get that over with before New Year's. And then New Year's is kind of like, hey, like now freshly single, go out, and then we meet people. There are breakups on New Year's, though. I'm surprised by this chart. Maybe people just don't update it until like the first week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because they're out there getting dick and then they come back in like
The
January
status
15th.
update, right? You have a lot of people that are already on shaky ground early into the year. And there's a lot of pressure for Valentine's Day. It's a whole image. There's that whole like expectation as a couple to have the couple post. The story, you know, so grateful for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate this
Do you know
one.
about the soft launch?
The soft launch.
Yeah, when you soft launch your boyfriend
Okay, let's hear about this.
on Instagram stories. So, like, there's a period you can't just post your boyfriend directly to Instagram for Valentine's Day.
Right.
You have to launch him. So, like, you have to claim him in January, and then you get, like, a little hand on the knee or a flower or chocolate. And then eventually, you know, you get the back of his head, maybe his arm around you. Then you graduate, and eventually by Valentine's Day, then you get the full.
So when does the soft launch begin?
2 months before, I
2
think.
months before Valentine's Day. So
Takes
we're
a
talking like
while.
around Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the soft launch
So you
though.
meet on New Year's after you dump your last
Fair
one.
enough, fair enough. Okay. But what if you initiate the relationship around December, but it's too early to meet the family for Christmas? Right? So
Well,
are we-
that would be weird.
that'd be way too weird, right? So the soft launching would probably begin after Christmas holidays.
Oh, yeah,
eh?
for sure.
Yeah.
Like New Year's Day, probably.
So what's the first soft launch? You said hand on the knee?
Yeah,
So,
do like a little hand on their knee.
yeah.
The next thing, maybe he's like driving. You take a picture of his hand on
Oh,
the
the
wheel.
forearm on the wheel,
yeah,
eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like bracelets and shit. So you
Yeah.
can kind of tell who it is, but you don't.
Yeah, so a guy with no bracelets doesn't fuck.
Exactly.
So if it's a hand on the wheel with no bracelets,
If
probably
it's
a brother.
bare arm, you don't know who it is, too.
Yeah, that's true. I like that. And the hand, is the hand on the girl's knee or is the hand on his knee?
Could be gradual. I think they start on the wheel, move to the knee. It's like 8 different stages.
Okay.
Then you get their back of their head, maybe like on the side of your mirror selfie. They have to get there. They have to graduate
So
each
like
phase.
the face is kind of hidden.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to
the
see the
identity's
face
hidden.
until they're like 3 months in.
Yeah, or there's flowers, but the
Yeah.
flowers are held by a man's hand.
Yeah.
You don't see the face though.
You see like his shoulders. That's it.
So you systematically decide to just slowly put this info out there.
Oh, yeah. He's not getting any FaceTime till past 3 months because if you break up, then you look stupid as fuck.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Same with investments, right?
Yeah.
People have put so much money into something, they're like, fuck, I got to double down. Same thing with relationships. Nobody wants to be the person that like, yo, dude, I saw you have like a new boyfriend or whatever. You're like,
Nah.
You've been posting them all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I would never post anyone anymore. Like
No?
if I date anyone, I'm never posting them.
Why? Who hurt you?
You know, just my own feed. It's so hurtful when you go back later and you're like, that photo's really good.
Oh, so you
I
had to
gotta get rid
archive
of it.
all of them, eh?
Yeah, well, honestly, I leave them up now, but I would never do that again because I feel like now in my age, it's just embarrassing.
You don't want to have the skeletons in the closet
Yeah,
anymore.
but it's also like no one needs to know my business too.
Well, that's the problem with social media. Everybody's in everybody's fucking
Yeah.
business.
And then you see like
Yeah.
40 shares on your posts.
Yeah, what's up with that? I noticed that fucking people share story posts. Imagine sending
Oh my
somebody
God.
else's
now you
story.
can like your story too.
Yeah,
That's so fucking stupid.
it's ironic, man. I know like it's your job to do social media, but like I don't know any of this shit, man. I cut it up or I have my guys schedule post it, like, because when you're looking at like who liked your story or who shared it, that's such useless fucking information to your life. Like imagine caring who watched your story and what they did. Like, ooh, I put the story up. I'm hoping that girl I like, oh, she
or when you
watched it.
private story just for that person, then you're
Oh, with the green circle, eh?
Yeah. I don't do that.
You don't.
No, I don't.
Not
because
anymore,
then I
eh?
don't want anyone to feel special that they're on my private story.
Okay. I don't do private stories either.
No.
But
People charge for that shit too. Like celebrities, they'll charge you to be added to their private story. They make a lot of money. It's kind of like OnlyFans, but just on Instagram.
what do they post? Like, hey, look what I
I
baked.
don't know, just like more insight to their life, but they'll charge you for that.
Yeah, there's a business for everything.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my buddies manages one of the people from Too Hot to Handle. That's what they do.
Oh, I was just about to say that's kind of who I was thinking of. in
Oh, yeah,
reference.
yeah. Shout out to Harry. Let's
Yeah.
go. Okay, so this is really interesting, the soft launch thing. So why exactly do you guys do this soft launch? Do you intentionally go, okay, I want to throw this out because I want guys to know that I'm seeing somebody? Or is it saying to your friends like, hey, I got somebody new. Maybe, you know, if you want to meet him, we can like, what's the motivation behind
No,
this
your
soft
friends
launch?
definitely know. Like the second you meet a guy, your friends know it's for the other guys. So like you're with 5 at a time, you're wheeling 5, then you move on to 4. It's kind of like process of elimination and who gets there first.
So the other 5 guys in your inbox, they're like, fuck.
They're
she's
like, shit, gotta move.
There's
It's
a
not
hand on
too
the knee.
serious. Yeah. But there's no bracelet, so it's not that serious.
Okay, so they see the hand on the knee and they're like, so we have 2 months here.
Exactly.
Right. And does that work with you?
I don't do it. I just know it's a thing.
You've never done it before?
I don't think so. I think everything I've done been public.
Right. Okay.
That
But
was my mistake initially. I just posted it right away, and then I was like, fuck, 3 months later, because I had to go back and delete it.
yeah, okay. What led to that? You know, you post without doing the soft launch. What, you just had so much confidence in the relationship working?
Yeah, well, I was like 18, so...
So you're just
You know, in
like,
high school, when you break up with someone, then 2 minutes later, you're like, new boo.
oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that stops about 23.
No, I know. That's why I don't do it anymore.
You learned your lesson.
Yeah. But
But-
I would totally soft launch in the future, but I would never get to the face stage. Like, I would just keep the hand.
Oh, okay. What
Even
about
in marriage, just like their hand.
until marriage? Oh, really? Good
Yeah.
for you.
Even when I get married, I don't think I'll put their face into just their hand.
Yo, that's very based of you.
Yeah.
A lot of people, one of the reasons they post so many photos with their significant other is the validation of that, right? And there's an extent where it's like, okay, yeah, like cool, this person's in my life. But some people, they're just obsessed, right? It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
they post.
But they're the least happy.
Yeah.
If you post your significant other, you're not fucking. You're not having a good time with them.
Really? Do you
You're
think that
not.
people are pressured into posting it when things are sour?
Yeah.
Because I've experienced that. I know buddies that they'll be in rocky times. Like, I literally would be out and they're arguing or some shit. Next day, like, big post of them together. You know, they're at a restaurant together. Love this one. It's like, hey, I'm showing how much I love this person by putting them on my story.
Oh yeah, that's probably what they're arguing about too. You don't have enough pictures of me on your feed.
You think so?
Yeah, that's a huge argument. I've had that one before.
Really?
Yeah.
Who would it come from? Him or was it you?
No, it's me. Of course it's
Really?
me. I don't think guys do that shit unless there's other guys in the girls' DMs, but I think that's definitely a girl thing to be like, you don't have any pictures of me when we've been together this long.
So how long until there should be some pictures up?
It kind of is like a soft launch for guys too,
Right.
but they're supposed to do it because the girl wants them to do it. They're not going to go ahead and just post a girl themselves. Like my ex-boyfriend, if you asked him, he would never post a photo of me. Just like on his own will. You have to take it for them, send it to them with the caption, and then tell them when to post it.
Jesus Christ, that's coordinated, eh?
Yes.
You guys are
exactly.
psychos.
Well, we have a lot of time, you know,
That's true.
with all that knitting.
Without any hobbies.
Exactly.
Okay, so when you're at this point though, where you're getting the boyfriend to like post this, like what's the range? Like 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah. 3 months is when you get your first post. So guys don't really soft launch, but like you'll have a hard 3 months where the guy just posts a photo, like Halloween or something, couple photo,
yeah.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and then all the other girls that are following him will be like, shit.
Yeah. What's interesting about guys too is even if we see a chick's story and she's got a post with like some other dude, we don't give a fuck. We're still
No?
gonna hit on her. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, obviously I'm in a relationship now, but like when men see opportunity, I go to your page and then all the photos of your boyfriend are removed. What does that mean?
That
Open
usually
season.
means it's done, yeah.
Yeah. It's time.
Or if it's been a really long time, like you can go back. If
Oh,
there's
like there's
nothing
no
in
new
like the
pics?
last 6 months,
Yeah,
open.
because right, the soft launch, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's soft, but like, you know, there's going to be a consistent amount of those. You know, what if Valentine's passes, but there was no post? There was nothing on the story. There was no grateful for this
If
one,
there's
right?
nothing on the story, she's not in a relationship.
Mm.
You have to post something on the story. The feed is one thing, but on Valentine's Day, if you didn't get flowers, you didn't post on your story. If you got anything, you post on your story.
Whoa. So it's confirmed then, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
100%
sneaky.
certified.
Damn. So do you think that there's girls out there that they're kind of on the fence about the relationship they're in? They're looking for, you know, a better option, so to speak. And by not posting anything on the story, do you think there may be some subtle communication like, hey, you know, my current boyfriend's fucking up right now?
No, I think they would post it because then the other guys would be like, okay, what's going on?
No, but what I mean is they would, like, what would they post though to signal that? Like, yo, my current boyfriend's fucking up. How do I communicate that on my story to the other guys to be like,
Thirst trap.
thirst trap?
Thirst trap. Yeah,
Okay.
you wouldn't post anything of the guy if you're not into him that much anymore. Definitely you're going a thirst trap. Even on Valentine's Day, like cute little lingerie or something.
Oh, in the mirror.
Yeah.
So no guy there.
Even his hand there.
Whoa,
But
with
like
the
he's
hand.
out of the way.
What? Okay, so you're posting, like, what about swimsuit photos? What does that mean?
I think that just means you're ready. Like summer's coming, you're single horny.
Well, funny enough, summer is actually the best time to be single,
For
according to
sure.
these studies we have here. But
That's not surprising.
I mean, summer is really good for the short-term relationships as well, because
yeah. Summer fling.
short-term relationships, summer flings, they are dominated by physical attraction, right? And when does physical attraction come into play most? When your bodies are on display.
Mm-hmm.
And where are your bodies on display? The beach, the pool, backyard parties, warm weather, tarps are off, shirts are off, and then girls are in
Tarps?
bikinis. Yeah, like a shirt.
Tarp?
A tarp.
I thought you meant they're wearing
You never heard of
tarps.
tarp before?
No. I was thinking an actual tarp that someone's wearing like in the winter.
Yeah, so I put here in this our notes here, guys. In the summertime, meatheads and Chad bros. So there's good bros,
They thrive.
bad bros, and then there's Chad bros.
To be honest, they thrive in that time. Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
winter, not touching you.
Dude, all the dudes working out all winter long inside wearing hoodies. As soon as it's June, they're like, fuck yeah.
That's their time.
Tarps are off, pool party, bottles. They got the tight ass shirts. And yeah, women are like, yo, fuck. Let's be honest, guys. Women love guys that are big and muscular and at the very least put in effort into their bodies, right? You don't
Yeah.
want to be skinny fat. You don't want to be fat. Well, fuck, you can't even say that on TikTok.
Don't put that in.
Yeah, TikTok. I gotta censor that for the fucking sensitive
You're gonna
people
get
on
flagged.
TikTok. Yeah, but outdoor sports, beaches, etc. All the physically fit people stand out. This is men and women. And if girls are looking just for sex, they're not going to be going for the smart guy or
No,
the funny.
that's a winter thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you can know how to dress and you have a good job and you can go out to dinner, that's a winter thing.
Right.
Doesn't matter. In the summer, you can be poor, broke, live on the side of the road, but if you have a good body,
Girls are down, eh?
yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of fucking girls are going to call you a lot of heat for that, but it's true. It's true. Literally, like, women are human too. There's definitely a stereotype that men purely focus on physical looks. Like, that's it. Women are total beauty objects, but women, they take into consideration like personality, sense of humor, financial security, charisma, social skills, confidence, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, if girls are looking just for short-term flings, they're going to go for like Chad bros.
Yeah. But I still think they consider charisma and all that because I feel like you don't get to that physical attraction that much faster if you don't have those things. Like, girls are a little bit more thought out.
Well, yeah. How about this, Remy? How many times has this happened to you? You see a guy, pretty good shape, you'd say like pretty attractive, and then as soon as he opens his fucking mouth, you're like, fuck.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. You have to talk well. Like, you're not even going to get, I can get you across the bar and then see you and be like, okay, you're good looking. But if you take a few steps and what the first thing you say is just unappealing, not happening.
What about dudes with like high ass voices? What do you think about those guys?
That's disgusting.
I know.
Like, what though?
It's weird.
Because it varies.
Well, like, hey, what's up? Can I get your number? You know, like something like
I don't know
that.
if that's the highest voice. It's like the guys who walk around like this.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't do it. I don't have that vocal range. But I think where a lot of guys that are good looking go wrong, and I have a lot of friends that have experienced this themselves. Like, they're really good looking guys. They get the girl to pay attention to them. They go over and talk to them. The girls are receptive. But once they start talking, like, just verbal diarrhea out of their mouth.
Yeah, fuck, no.
They just say the stupidest, dumbest things.
It doesn't matter if you're really hot, if you can't talk. Like, if you don't have the confidence to talk, not going to happen.
Well, no, not even the confidence. A lot of these dudes will have confidence, but it's the social skills, right? Like, if you're saying super predictable shit, like, it's just going to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First impressions are super important, guys. That's why it's very important to be in at least good shape, right? You don't have to be massive. You don't have to be like, Adonis, but you need to look like you have some kind of vascularity. It needs to look like you do some kind of exercise, right?
Yeah, because that's what you look for in a partner. At least, like, there's potential.
Right.
At least that you're doing something for yourself.
Yeah, and
You
when
take enough time in your body.
humans are very judgmental when we look at each other's appearances. I'll give you an example. Every time I have a lighting setup where my face looks greasy and my hair is all over the place,
Flame.
all the comments are like, yo, dude, take a shower, wash your hair. I could say like any kind of amazing argument, but all they do is go, oh, yo, dude, take a shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
So humans are much more superficial than we actually realize. And instead of attacking the argument, they'll attack the person speaking. That is basically just saying physical appearance is super important for how you present yourself.
Well, yeah. And people trust you more if you're better looking, too.
It's true. Yeah. That's why nobody trusts
even
me.
If you're
But it's so true. Like, there's studies that have shown that. And that's why, who's that famous serial killer? I think it was Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
He's
But
a good-looking
people love
dude.
him.
Yeah. They're like,
There's still fangirls today out there.
yo, like, Ted, dude, like, I don't know where my kid is, but you want to come over to the barbecue this weekend, buddy? Fuck. It's so true. And that's why certain people are really good at sales, too.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. All salespeople are good looking. Like, the highest numbers.
Well, as somebody that's on TikTok as a business, right, you see potential in certain creators, others. What do you think about like girls that just dance and dress like really hot versus girls that dance, but they're not the best looking? Do you see a direct correlation in the followers based on like the attractiveness of a girl on TikTok?
I think their followers will be different. If you're really attractive and you're just like wearing a bikini, you'll get male followers versus let's say you're not as traditionally attractive, you'll get female followers.
Yeah. Micro influencers.
Yeah.
That's the sweet spot, eh? Like those girls that are cute and they're into like, arts and crafts, candles. They like hiking and shit like that. But they only have like, a couple thousand followers. Whereas as soon as they start posting bikini photos, thirst trap pics.
Yeah. Well, there's a
Boom.
lot of old creepy guys on there. Like I did that for a bit. For like 2 months, I would do thirst traps. And then I was like, yeah, it's not for me.
Did you notice a lot of growth though?
Yeah.
Like what percentage wise do you think your followers changed when you were posting thirst trap shit?
When I started, I had 0 followers. And then within like 2 weeks, I had 20K. So I was like on TikTok.
That's insane.
No, I know. So I was like, I feel like this will eventually lead me down a path I don't want to go, so I just stopped.
Yeah, wouldn't that affect your mental health? Just like displaying your body on TikTok for followers?
Not even that. I just feel like gross doing it. I feel like you don't earn this.
Right. So like you didn't work for it. You just put your body there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. But you're a good dancer.
Yeah, I do
pretty sick.
shuffling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that,
Shuffling.
okay, that's different though. Shuffling's not like an attractive dance.
Okay, but
You
the
don't
fact
look and think,
that
wow.
no, but you have a skill set, right? So if you shuffled really well, which is something you've like probably put years into for a long time.
For like 2 years.
Right. So you shuffling, working super hard on this skill, hobby of dancing and shuffling, and the amount of followers and likes you get on TikTok versus just posting thirst trap shit. What got you more attention?
Of course, the thirst traps. I post a shuffle video, gets like 200 views at the beginning. Post one thirst trap, 500K viral.
That's insane. That's so crazy. I feel like that's such a dangerous thing for young girls, though.
Yeah.
Because the internet's basically saying, hey, if you're a beauty object, then you'll be successful. But what about all the girls that aren't beautiful, right? The less fortunate queens. Like, what do we do with them?
Support them.
I fucking support the shit out of them. But those are the ones that turn into female incel. It's a big problem.
What is
right now.
that?
So you know what an incel is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the female version
Oh,
of
who
that.
hates other females?
Actually, yeah. So let me break this down. So incels, they hate women.
Yeah.
But they also hate men. Because the men that are successful, live a normal life, and are...
Well, they can't get women, right?
Yes.
So they're mad.
Right, but they get mad at the men. For example, I did the Virgin Squad movie, right? And it got posted on an incel website. And they're like, oh, look at all these fucking 6'2" guys in suits going to the club, having fun, thinking it's so easy, right? And they're bringing a virgin, so like they thought we were making fun of them. Like,
Oh.
fuck these guys. And literally got death threats. Like massive people. Like, yo, fuck these guys. I hate them. They make me want to harm people. Basically, these incels hate guys that have normal social lives. Or especially the ones that have really good social lives. Because they're doing, to an extreme, things that they would never be able to do in their own heads, right?
Right.
Now, just like there's incels, there's femcells, okay?
Themselves.
These are the vicious girls you see in the comment section on TikTok. Just like, fuck you, go die. Oh, just like evil shit. Like, why do you have a podcast? It's insane.
So they don't hate females. They just don't like you.
No, they hate females too. They resent certain types of women.
Certain types. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So a lot of these feminist incels, they hate women that are
I
conservative.
wouldn't call them feminists though, because feminists, like all women, support all women.
Right.
So they
But
would just be an incel.
think about it though. Same with being masculine. But there's toxic masculinity too.
Yeah.
Just like there's toxic masculinity, there's toxic feminism. So it's an extreme, a radicalized version, right? Incel, right? There's nothing wrong with being celibate, but what we refer to incels as are involuntarily celibate people. So yeah, I agree. Because feminism just means men and women are equal.
Right.
But I think women have it easier than ever before. And I think it's amazing.
I wouldn't say that.
You don't think so?
No.
When did women have it better than they do now?
But now doesn't mean that they're still at the level men are at.
But in the
Before.
past, when have women had it better than they do now in 2022?
Never.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Women have never had it better.
But it's still not at the level. Men still get paid more. Men still are treated better.
Well, do you understand? Whoa, men are not treated better than women. Fuck no.
in the workplace.
In the workplace? Which workplace?
All workplace.
I disagree.
Okay, maybe not porn. Maybe. Or TikTok.
How dare you reduce women working to porn?
No, I love women working in porn.
I know, I'm fucking with you. Well, what I'm getting
But
at...
they probably don't get treated well either.
No, they don't.
So.
I think it would be awful to be anybody in porn, really.
Yeah,
Because,
for sure.
like...
Because you're just an object to the people you're working with. I think that's why OnlyFans is done well, because you're doing it yourself. Like, nobody's making you do anything.
Yeah, but like you said before, like the feeling good about what you've actually accomplished, right? Because when you were doing the TikTok posts where you were shuffling versus when you were just posting thirst trap shit, you probably felt way better about something you actually worked for, like a skill set, right? Like you shuffling, dancing, like you're doing something special. Not everybody can shuffle or dance, but any girl can just post a thirst trap pic, right? So it's almost like the easy route in a way.
I don't know if it's easy because some women have to work for their bodies too. So like if they're in fitness, because I do fitness also. So I feel like that element made it feel like I earned it, but I didn't feel like I earned the likes though.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, the likes and the
Yeah.
validation. Yeah.
I didn't earn the validation, but
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't earn the validation from shuffling either. People just related to it.
No, I think it's more impressive if you are doing like a skill, a
Oh yeah,
hobby,
it's more
a dance.
impressive.
Yeah, much more impressive. But like, Think about this though. Think about you're talking to like a young woman, all right? And she kind of wants to be happy. She wants to do things in life. She wants to make money, have a career, wants people to like her. What are you going to encourage her to do? Like learn a skill, a hobby, or a career path? Or just like, hey, take your clothes off and dance on TikTok and you'll get way more likes, you know? I think it's such a unhealthy, it's not necessarily a message, but that's what the market is doing right now.
No, yeah, there's a lot of validation in that. I wouldn't go that route and I wouldn't push anyone to go that route, but if you are that route, I support it. But like, I wouldn't recommend it for people who are just like neutral right now. It's
such a hard route too, because you have to be genetically blessed, right? Like you could work out in the gym for, 5 hours a day, but you're not going to get blue eyes or you're not going to have certain facial features. There's a lot of queens that are born extra big, right? So as much as they can work in the gym to lose a lot of weight to get that ideal Instagram body, it's going to be so much easier for a girl that's just born skinny, right? So it's a very dark rabbit hole. And I think that the main problem and the main people responsible for this is not just other women for encouraging it, but men, because men are giving their free attention and validation to women for doing nothing, right?
Yeah. Well, men run a lot of the female industries.
Well, that's the biggest irony too.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of major makeup companies, right? But they're all owned by bigger conglomerates. So
that
like,
are owned by men?
Yeah, 6 of the 7 main ones are owned by men.
Yeah, men push all these insecurities on women because they want them to look and act a certain way.
It's crazy. In many ways, wearing makeup is supporting the patriarchy. Isn't that fucked? But if you criticize makeup on TikTok, oh, we don't do it for you. You don't do it for me. You do it for rich white guys that own companies that sell you guys makeup. It's awful. Thousands of dollars a year some people spend. And look, I get it. If you want to wear makeup, that's totally fine. But there's this...
We love makeup.
Yeah, shout out to the makeup queens. Yeah. Because look, makeup... Oh, fuck. I can't even say makeup makes women look better. That's sexist. But look, makeup changes the way you look, sometimes in positive ways.
Well, it's art now. Like, people are taking it and making it a hobby, which is cool.
You know what's art? Lord of the Rings. Star Wars. Those makeup artists...
I've never watched either of those.
Okay, have you seen what the characters look like in them?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Like, they take people... Like, you ever seen Darth Maul? The dude with the double-ended red light? Okay, you don't know any of this shit.
I don't watch this.
See, much like women don't have hobbies, neither do men. We watch stuff like Star Wars. Yeah, we're total idiots. We don't do anything. But yeah, so Star Wars, the characters, they have so much makeup on them. Like, it looks like an alien from another planet. It's amazing. I think that the special effects industry is so sick. Like, it's like magic. Like, have you ever been to any like Comic-Con or any shit like that?
I have. I went to Fan Expo in Toronto like 5 years ago, and people go all out. They wear like the sickest costumes and stuff. Yeah.
See, I can get behind that. Like, I think that is super beneficial, useful, and it's cool because you're dressing up as a different character. Where I have a problem is I think that a lot of people feel pressured by other women and by men they're trying to attract to just dump so much makeup on themselves every day, right? I think that everybody should be honest with themselves. Like, where is that validation actually coming from, right? If I'm going to the gym, I would say, 50% of it is me working out to, for my mental health, for, so I can live longer, so I feel stronger in my every day-to-day tasks, versus 50% of it is like, yeah, I want to look good to women. Like, all the dudes at the gym.
I wouldn't say that's 50%. That's 50% for you?
Potentially, yeah. Think about it. Because if I look good to women and other men, that's another thing too. When you work out, men take you more seriously.
Yeah.
So when you were younger, right, there's bullying, obviously, right? Was there some big chick that just picked on all the other girls? Or was it more over like non-physical stuff?
No, I think it was the opposite. I feel like everyone who's traditionally attractive was trying to keep that status so they'd make everyone else look really bad.
But I mean on the playground, like when women would bully other women. Like you saw bullying between girls when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, but I didn't have any like people that were doing that, to be fair.
Okay, well for men, there's all kinds of bullying. It's insane.
Yeah.
But it's always big dudes because they come and they are naturally larger. So people just kind of listen to what they do. And if they talk shit, you don't want to say anything back because fuck, the big guy said this, right? So that carries on throughout our entire lives because thousands of years ago, nobody would talk shit to the big guys because the big guys would just kill you, right? It's still in our bodies, like underlying code, if you want to put it in that aspect, that we respect people that are bigger. And we especially respect people that worked for it. Because when you see somebody that's in great physical shape, you go, fuck, not only do they have good genetics, but like that person must have spent hours in the gym.
Oh yeah, they have discipline.
Yes.
They spent the time. They made the time. Like,
Right.
Clearly, they have enough money to spend on working out because that shit's expensive. Like, if
It
you
is,
want to
yeah.
get muscular, you have to buy protein. You have
Yeah.
to buy creatine.
You got to meal prep, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you see low body fat, you're like, wow, that's really impressive.
So he's rich.
Yeah, so you can so you can tell a lot by somebody's physique, right? So I would say that is also one of the portions I work out, because I want to maintain that level of self-respect where people can be like, hey, like, this guy's not the biggest dude, but he works out, which means he has some discipline.
Yeah.
He takes care of himself, right? But it also, like, women, the same thing. They take you way more seriously when you look good. So
Even making friends, like, you'll probably go for an attractive person as a friend because obviously you trust
yeah,
them more.
you trust them more, right?
And you just feel like they know better. They have their shit together.
Yeah, and if you're unattractive, how can you become more attractive? Hit the gym, change your body, work out more. If you're eating a bunch of junk food and it's affecting your skin, like, some people just have acne anyways.
Yeah. But, oh, that's so bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, eating a lot of junk food, you get a lot of acne.
Did you ever have acne?
No.
Blessed, eh?
No.
Got those Indian genetics.
Yeah, I know. I also had a lot of water. Water is a secret to everything.
Yeah, water's good too. Water's very underrated. But one of the things in one of our other episodes coming up is like, yeah, like, if a guy gets puffy in the face, right? You lose that definition,
Yeah.
the jawline, and everything. So you don't look like the who you did at the beginning of the relationship, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's definitely something that you'd break up over.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
it. Yeah. For sure. Anyways, back to the
Sorry, bro. You're puffy. We're done.
Dog, you're too puffy right now. Stop. You're drinking too much water, man. For those of you that need direct one-on-one help, I do have coaching services available. There's a lot of you guys that are going through a rough time. You don't have the confidence to go and approach somebody. You want to find a way to improve your life so that you have better options. Maybe you need specific advice related to your mindset, your inner confidence, or you just want to get a girlfriend and you want to know the steps to improve your life and change things that you're doing that aren't working. I've coached hundreds of guys, and the guys that I find the most benefit from this are usually dudes in their 20s or 30s that have a purpose. They're working towards something in their business life, but they have major approach anxiety. They aren't able to get with the women they want to. They don't actually have a girl in their life that's providing value to them. It's not going the way they want to. So if you'd like to book a one-on-one call with me, go to the link in the description. April, I still have about 50% availability, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Moving on, we're gonna go to the spring break. And this is very close to when this episode's actually filmed, guys. We do film in advance, but there's a massive spike here. There's two major spikes in breakups: spring break and 2 weeks before Christmas. Why do you think that so many people break up around spring break?
That's so obvious.
Let's hear it.
Spring break is just the best time, I think, to be single because everyone is determined to get so wasted and just hook up with everyone. It's not even like hot girl summer because spring break is just 1 week where you cram in all your partying and you want to look your best. And people usually go away. Like, they'll go to Miami and stuff.
Oh, biggest red flag of all time. If she goes to Miami, I'm sorry, King.
She's not wifey.
Yeah, dude, that's not wifey. There's a couple. There's Vegas, Miami.
LA.
Yeah, I'm sorry, King. But that's a really good point. Would you say that a lot of girls trade their long-term winter boyfriends for like a short-term spring break fling?
Depends how long you've been dating. If you've been dating under a year, 100% you're leaving him for spring break if you're in school. But if you've been like over 2 years, you know, maybe you stick it out. You're probably, you know.
Yeah, at that point, you're committed,
You're
right?
in there.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what can a guy do to prevent his girl from leaving him on spring break?
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, eh?
It's inevitable. If your girl likes to party, if she's good looking, if she likes to go out with her friends, if she has friends, it's done for you, dude.
Fuck, sorry,
The
Kings.
only way is if he goes with her. But that is like even a bigger red flag because that means
Really?
he doesn't trust you.
Oh, like, hey, why can't I come kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, even if it's a group thing, it's still like he's there, you know.
It shows a lot of insecurity, eh?
Yeah, like you're coming with me and my friends.
That's such a good point, eh? Queens want to be alone so that way nobody knows about their dirty work on the spring break
Exactly.
trip. Yeah, nasty girls.
Can't have any evidence.
Yeah, not all women, guys. Just 99% of them. Not all women, guys. Just some of them. So when you take people from being locked up inside all winter, right? You know, they made it through the social obligations. So the friends, Halloween, here's this new guy I'm seeing. Here's this new girl I'm seeing. Christmas, that's family shit, right? Once a year, though.
Yeah, there's no holidays that you want to bring a significant other to in summer.
No.
That's the thing. There's no holidays. Like all of them are packed into winter.
What about Easter?
Well, I
Okay.
don't celebrate it. I just eat chocolate.
Oh, yeah, okay. Easter is like, if you're a white guy We all
Oh,
celebrate.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
there's like a
sure.
family
if you're
gathering.
Catholic, you're bringing a girl.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a
Okay,
thing.
past that point. That's
Yeah.
April, right?
But Easter is one of those, like, you could skip Easter.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, it's like,
You don't need to bring someone home for Easter.
yeah. There's Christmas, there's Thanksgiving, and then Easter is like, you know, who gives a fuck?
Easter's not really even a holiday anymore. It's just like a long weekend.
Yeah, like what? He pushed the rock away from the cave. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, yeah. So that's actually a really good point. There aren't any real family approval obligations
Yeah.
after Christmas.
It's a free for all.
Yeah,
Like once you're done Valentine's Day and Easter, you're good. Like you're clear until Halloween.
which is nuts. So for 6 or 7 months, you don't have to let anybody know you have a
Yeah.
boyfriend or girlfriend. So it's smooth sailing from there.
They probably did that on purpose, whoever made all these holidays.
Evil fucks, eh?
Yeah.
Well, you
they
know
were
what?
in a relationship and they're like, damn, I need an out for like 6 months.
Hear me out. Kind of crazy, but you know who probably invented all of these holidays?
Men.
White men.
Yeah.
Evil white men that control everything in the world. Like, if a guy breaks up with you, it's not your fault.
It's evil white men.
Evil white men's fault. It's
Yeah.
always evil white men. I actually think we should just cancel all white men, period.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a podcast, come on. Why are they on the internet? Guys, if a white guy has a podcast, come on.
That's a red flag.
Go to jail for 50 years.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Just run.
if a guy breathes and he's white and a man, that's pretty fucked up. Honestly, we should take all the white men out of Canada and America. Like, just send them, you know, anywhere.
To a retreat so they can all
yeah.
learn to be better.
You know, white fragility, right? I don't know. There's a couple books.
Something.
But yeah, so anyways, guys, back to a more serious note. For spring break, let's be honest. If you vetted your girl really well, she's probably not actually going to go away. And
If you don't know, that's a huge red flag. If you don't know if your girlfriend's going to go away or not,
yeah, well, that's a big
like
thing
you
too.
should probably know
Yeah, like
in
notice, right?
advance.
Well, what you got to do, guys, is you have to screen your girlfriend or the girl you're seeing, thinking about dating, to see what kind of friends she hangs out with, right? Is she hanging out with friends that have great ambition, have goals, maybe they're in school for a program, or they work in like a pretty white collar field? Or are they ratcheting it out in line at a club 3 nights a week for free drinks? Like, you can tell a lot about the people you hang out with by who they hang out with. Yeah.
Yeah. Girls will plan their breakups together. Like if your girlfriend's friends are all single, she's going to be single soon because it just doesn't work. You guys can't hang out together and be the only couple. Like you have to have couple friends if you're a couple. And if you're single, you have to have single friends. It just doesn't work and you'll end up not being their friend anymore.
Yeah, that's not fun, eh? Have you ever been in that situation where you're with a bunch of single girls, but there's one girl in the group that's got a boyfriend?
Yeah, that's me.
How did that work for you?
That was shit. It was like, he's here, I'm bringing him along, but obviously they're all single.
Yeah.
So, but you want to include him. It was just a no. And then eventually we all planned to break up with our boyfriends at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, we made a pact.
Even if all of the relationships are different and some girls, they're like, yo, like, we actually, like, I really fuck with my boyfriend. They just
Like,
put
no.
they put the other girls first, eh?
No, bitch, it's time to party.
Damn. So, wait, so you were the one that had the boyfriend and brought him?
Yeah, well, I was the one who had a boyfriend first, and then I started bringing him. But once one person gets a boyfriend, it's kind of like you either all become single or you all end up getting boyfriends. So eventually they all fall into line. We all get boyfriends. But
Domino
then we
effect.
get sick of their boyfriends.
Right.
And then we all break up with our boyfriends.
So once one falls, oh, is that a
Yeah.
thing? Okay, dead ass with me, Remy. I know we're trolling fucking hard here, but when you're with your chicks, right, and you guys are all like in relationships, and let's say you get out of a relationship, so now you're the single one, and all your friends are in relationships.
They're all
still.
going to be jealous. They're going to see the other side, and then they're going to be with their boyfriends.
Oh,
Like,
really?
well, fuck.
But within you, I know it might be some of your internal feelings of like, yeah, like he was shit to me, fuck him. Like, do you secretly want them to suffer with you that same pain? Is that part of like, hey, like you should break up with your boyfriend too?
You know, honestly, I had a friend who wanted us all to break up at the same time, but we were all happy with our boyfriends because of that. So I do think that's part of it, because it's boring if you're the only single one in a group of people with couples. So.
That's so true.
I mean, if you're not going to marry them, you can definitely break up with them just for your friend.
Damn, that is some like commitment to the friendship there.
Yeah,
You know, what is that? Hoes before bros?
exactly.
Good hoe, bad hoe.
Yeah. Unless you're, you know, 30, whatever, you're looking to settle down, or whenever you're looking to settle down, if you're not that serious.
So at 30, you guys are just washed up, eh?
Yeah, you know, done.
Fuck,
Done
that
for.
sucks. Yeah, same with guys. Yeah, we're just washed up. Yeah.
By then, you don't have the energy.
No, nobody has energy. So whoever you're with at 30, it's just, that's it, eh?
Yeah, you're like,
Fuck, that sucks.
all right, it's me and you.
That's why you got to make your 20s count, guys. Okay, anyways, getting back to this breakup list here. We are also going to take big interest at April Fool's Day, which is really weird. For some reason,
breakups.
there's a spike in breakups on April Fool's
But
Day.
are they legit breakups?
There's a significant increase between the couple days before April Fool's and then a couple days after. And then actually, one of the big drop downs is the week after April 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's on Facebook. So what if people are changing their status as a joke and then the next day they change it back?
Yeah, that's a really good point. That would be one of the things.
Everyone has the same joke.
That's so true. That could definitely factor in because this is from Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's something interesting. People are more likely to break up on a Monday. Whoa. Apparently, it's because people are coming off of terrible weekends, right? Because
fucking true.
everybody, they get together. Most people, they work 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
So they see their boyfriend and girlfriend on Fridays and Saturdays. And actually, to be fair, like, me and my girlfriend both run our own businesses, but same thing. We only see each other on weekends, really.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you spend time with your significant other, but that's when the fights would happen. That's when the arguments, the debates.
And then Monday comes and you're like, now I have to go work my shit job too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
fuck, it's over.
So according to this, Monday, people come out of the terrible weekend. Now that's when they update everything. Like, okay, guys,
Wow.
Monday, that's when we update shit. So there's still a little bit of time on Sunday.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's nuts. Okay, now we're in summer holidays. So surprisingly, there aren't that many breakups in the summer holidays.
Nobody's dating in summer.
No, what most people do is they break up long before summer.
Yeah.
So if you break up in February, you still have like 3 or 4 months to get in really good shape, right? So if you're a plus size queen, you can lose a little bit of that stuff on your body you don't want, get a little more fit. If you're a dude, you can lose some stuff on your body and then put on muscle mass, get more ripped. So that way, when it's summertime, beaches, pools, you're in good shape. Everybody's single, everybody's flirting, you're looking good. That's probably why there aren't any relationships initiated in the summer either.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's no dating starting? I feel like if you date
Well,
in the summer too, you're not going to
flings.
break up in
Flings.
the summer because
Yeah.
like you're having such a good time.
Well, a lot of people start dating towards the end of summer, right?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I thought it's a summer fling. Like you start at the beginning and then you end at the very end.
Sure.
Because you're not going to end in the middle because you're having a good time. You're
Well,
probably going out to eat.
There's always flings, right? There's
Yeah.
always going to be flings. But a lot of people purposely stay single in the summer. Now, here's an interesting tidbit to remember as well. A lot of people, even after going through the school system and moving into careers, we still follow a lot of the same seasons, right?
Yeah.
So like summertime, everybody's off school, everybody's off work. Even if you're 40, right? Like it still feels like, hey, it's summertime. But what happens in the summertime? All the people that moved away for a new job or they met somebody a couple hours drive away, everybody comes back to the hometown in the summer, right?
Oh.
So you have all these
Fuck
old
Central.
flings, you have these new flings, and you're bringing all these people out. Every weekend, somebody's having a barbecue, somebody's going to a concert. So there's all these social opportunities to meet new people in the summertime.
Yeah. You don't want to be cut down for that too because you can always get new offers. Like someone could take you to a game, but then someone else could take you downtown to a nice restaurant.
Hmm. See, that's one of the big things too, guys. As much as it is your fault that a girl breaks up with you, right? Because you treat her bad, you show a bunch of weakness, you're not doing anything in your life, you're just wasting away your hours with low value activities like video games, jerking off, whatever. But there's also the fact that even if you're doing everything right, she just has better options.
Oh yeah.
Somebody
In the
new
summer,
comes
too.
into the life. Yeah.
In the summer, you get a lot of options. Like if your DMs are dry in the winter, in summer, you're definitely going to get a party invite one weekend.
Yeah.
Go away this next weekend, barbecue.
All of a sudden, like that nice guy that you were with for like 7 or 8 months, like you're out somewhere with your friends, a couple of confident fuckboys come over, start cracking all the right jokes. And you're like, fuck, this is really fun. Like nobody's talked to me like this in a while. And then you start to think about that safe, boring guy you got at home. You're like, fuck, man, he's nice. He was a great boyfriend. But, and that's the age-old story of heartbreak, guys. That happens to a lot of kings out there.
So April must be really depressing. In May.
Yeah. The most depressing day of the year, I believe, is in January.
Really?
Yeah, it's called like National Blue Day. I think it's because it's winter.
Yeah, but I feel like you come off a high from the holidays. That lasts like a couple of weeks at least.
Well, what happens is a lot of people are depressed anyways, but there's a lot of things. Like, think about this. Let's flip this on its head. What about all the people that don't have anybody for Christmas? All the guys that don't have a girlfriend on cuffing season. They get to see their family, which is like putting a Band-Aid on something, but it's not
that's a great
healing.
time to meet people too. Like everyone's out celebrating.
At Christmas time?
Yeah.
I suppose.
People are at
I
the
don't know.
bar still. Like,
Well,
you can go anywhere.
Right, but all of that hype around Christmas, you're seeing your family, you're seeing your hometown friends, you know, so you have a bunch of people around you. You feel very like, hey, I'm not alone here. But then January hits, life goes back to normal.
You're
So it's like, fuck, Christmas isn't for another year. You know,
Christmas is the only thing good in your
New
life.
Year's didn't really meet anybody. Valentine's Day is a month and a half away, so that's way too early to like. You're gonna meet somebody January and then soft launch to
Oh, yeah. The
Valentine's.
soft launch.
Yeah.
Gotta consider that.
Up until summertime comes, there's so much dead space there. But by the time it's May or June, you're ready. You're back to
Oh,
get in
yeah.
the ring.
That's the prep time.
Yeah.
You gotta get ready for summer. Your body, your mindset, your money. You have to save your money.
hmm Okay. Now things actually slow down. The least common time for breakups, ironically, is August and September. Things start to pick up around October. There's actually a big
Oh,
spike
yeah.
around Halloween, actually.
You know why? Because people are like, you know what, we can make it work when you go away to college, and then they last a month, and then party season comes with like Hoko
Oh, yeah.
and Halloween.
Day kills, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's
Fuck.
over.
I know you can't really see this chart because your vision here, but
Yeah.
dude, starting November, it's like Mount Everest. Like the breakup
Cuffing?
rate just goes up big time. Yeah, because it's all these weeks leading up to the huge family obligation.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
You got to pick the right one too.
So, guys, to conclude a little bit on the common times of breakups, there's a couple of very clear spikes. Valentine's Day is big just because it's for turkey relationships, you know, relationships that are like, hey, you know, cuffing season, whatever. But around Valentine's, it's like, you know, this isn't working. There's a massive spike every year, 2 weeks before Christmas and spring break. The spring break one is like spring cleaning, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get rid of whoever's onto you so that way you have enough time that you can recover before it's summer. Summer
Yeah.
is like, if humans had a mating season, it would be summer. It's weird to think about too, eh? Like most animals have that. And people like to pretend humans aren't animals, but
Oh yeah, like we have hibernation where we're just sitting in our houses with our significant others.
but also like we weren't meant to have phones. We weren't meant to drive cars. Like we were meant to throw fucking spears at
That's
caribou.
what we should be doing.
Yo, but like think about it. Over time, our bodies have evolved based on our lack of necessary things, right? So like, you know, we don't have tailbones anymore. We walk upright. Our skulls change. Our jaws aren't as thick because we aren't eating like raw bones or super thick, hard to digest vegetables. We're not chewing as much.
Yeah.
And our eyeballs are getting bigger. Like there's a lot of things that we used to have that we don't anymore because as we advance technology, we don't need these things, right? Like we used to have hair all over our bodies. We don't need that anymore.
Fuck,
We have
that's
clothing.
an expensive wax bill.
I mean, some people still do.
Yeah.
Shout out to the laser queens. We love you guys. But people forget that we also weren't meant to really have more than like 60, 70 people in our lives. We came from very small communities, like villages where we had a small system of families and networks. And we had enough people, like 50 to 70 people, that we had enough food for everybody, but not too much food. But everybody in the town was put to work and things just worked. There's a really good book called Sapiens by Johann Hari, and he breaks down the evolution of humans and how we've changed. But we are in caveman bodies, right? But we're living in a super high-tech world.
We still have the same mating rituals. Like internally, it's still the same.
Yeah, like we still look for the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And we hate ourselves for it, right? Like, I'm sure men would like to give more leeway to girls when it comes to like beauty, right? Because men are very superficial. We see women and they're beautiful, and that's what we pay attention to. That's what our caveman bodies do. And there's a lot of guys out there. I got some flack for this, but you should never cry in front of your girl. And I'm sure women out there would love to be able to deal with a guy crying in front of them. But let's be honest, it totally turns them
Not right
off.
away.
No.
That's like a 2-year in thing.
2-year in,
If you're
eh?
crying, you know, in the first few weeks. Whew.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you guys can't help it, right? You're
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's our instinct as well. Like men look for attractive childbearing women,
yeah,
but women look for men who can provide in
right.
some sort of way.
For some
And like
reason.
stability, support.
Yeah. But apparently it's offensive to say that, right?
Oh, is it?
It's really weird though. Why is it that it's offensive to say that? Like, men love women that have these qualities. And look, we love women that have hobbies. We love women that have careers. We love women that do all the things that men do. But we also love classic traditional things as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, who's to say a woman can't make an IKEA desk? Nobody. But if a man can make an IKEA desk, you guys like that. You don't want to have to make the IKEA desk.
I don't.
No, but it's not. My men should always make an IKEA desk. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. Like, who cares? Let men and women be as they are. But anyways, one of the themes in this podcast, though, is like trying to help men and women improve their dating lives. And would you not agree that, like, if much like how like a woman being able to bake and cook and clean and whatever, if a man doesn't bake or cook or clean when he's with his woman, that would be a red flag to her as well. Like,
Yeah.
he'd be shooting himself in the foot. Like, if you're dating a guy and his house is messy as fuck, okay, he's eating pizza every night, you would be like, yo, those are two major turnoffs here. Like,
yeah, because you kind of have to provide the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, we both want someone attractive, but we also both want someone who's going to cook occasionally, someone who can provide money.
it's like, think about it this way, Queens. If you're like an awesome woman, your life is awesome, but you don't bake or cook, maybe it's like in retaliation to like some kind of negative experience you had baking or cooking, or like you don't want to.
That's not why I don't bake.
Well, you know, anyways,
Don't give a shit.
but you'd be shooting yourself in the foot, right? Like, if I was to get into a relationship with a girl and I couldn't build an IKEA desk, I'd be shooting myself in the foot. It's the same thing, right? We want you guys to be proactive here. Why complicate your dating life? Why do things that you don't have to? Or rather, why refuse to do things that would make people less attracted to you?
Well, now you don't have to cook anything. You can just Uber Eats everything. So
Right.
I feel like that eliminates a lot of it.
It's
Even
the,
skip
it's
the
the
dishes.
thought that counts, though. Look, you could make me the fucking shittiest toast of all time, but the fact you made it for me, you did that for me because you wanted me to eat the food. That's very attractive to a man. That's the whole thing behind baking and cooking. Like, I'm not getting there like, oh, yo, overcooked, fuck off, get back to the kitchen. No, it's like, yo, you made something for me.
The thought.
Dude, like, my girlfriend made these fucking bomb
They're
dolly
good.
bars. They're so good, right? But even if they weren't that good, the fact that somebody made them, thinking about my best interest, my hunger, huge turn on, okay? So I feel bad for all you out there that don't have people to take care of you, okay? That's a big thing we look for. Anyways, when she will break up with you, I have a couple more notes here. Let me see really quick. We're going to do another episode with Remy here where we're going to go over top 10 reasons why she will break up with you. That's a big follow-up to this episode. We're going to go over that too. But really quick, what are your experiences in your own life or your friends' lives as far as breakups? What are the most common times of the year you see, and why do you think that is?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I thought you were asking the viewers.
No. You guys can comment below too, but for you personally.
Spring, for sure. Just like we said, it's like spring cleaning. I think every time I've broken up with someone, it's been right before summertime. Just because you're getting ready for summer, you're getting your body looking good, you know, you're going to have plans. Like, nobody wants to be tied down for summer.
So it's not that anything is wrong with them. It's just that you want better options out there.
I think also the winter time, you spend a lot of time together because there's nothing to do. So you end up hating each other.
Ooh. Actually, funny you say that. During the beginning of Schmovid, there was a spike in divorces.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people that normally would be, you know, going to work every day, they were working from home, staying
Yeah.
home, and they would get into arguments over nothing.
Because you realize you don't actually like the person. It's just you had a lot of time apart.
Now, from your experience personally or your friends, how many of you have broken up with your boyfriend or, you know, your friends that are male broken up with their girlfriend right before summer thinking, hey, summertime, fuck yeah, let's go. But then it's end of summer and you're like, man, there's nothing wrong with that person.
Yeah. So many people do that and then they don't get any action in summer either. So they're like 3 weeks in and they try and get back with that person.
And from what you've seen, how often does that work?
It doesn't. Because the person that you broke up with is 10 times better off and then they're going to work even harder because now they have like a fire under their ass.
Yeah.
So, and they want to do it out of spite. So then they end up having way better summer.
Extra
So
motivation.
it's better to get broken up with because then you're going to have a better summer.
That's interesting. I like that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching that episode. Big shout out to Remy for jumping on here. Do you have something you can plug or do you care?
You can follow me.
Okay. We'll put the link in the description, guys. Drop a big like here. Go to Apple, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We really need your guys' positive support and feedback on Apple. That way more people get to see it, get recommended it. We're also on Spotify. If you guys have any questions that you want asked in the next episode, drop them in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram as well. And we're going to be doing brand new episodes every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. EST. If you're a girl watching this and you agree or disagree with any of the takes here, or if you're a guy watching this and you agree or disagree with any of the takes here, and you think that you would be a good guest to call in for like a Zoom call, we can do a polite debates, discussion, conversation, and have both of our ideas heard. Send us a message on Instagram, because I would love to have all you guys that disagree or you do agree come on as guests, and we can talk about it, do a whole show on it. So if that's something that interests you guys, drop a comment below, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace.
Nice.
Nice. Let's go.
That was good. Oh my god, now my hearing's fucked.